Welcome to Lifestyles of the Strange and Exotic. Attempting this will go better than the last review I had to do 3 times over. It might still be questionable. And this is very heavy. The Illustrated Signs, Symbols, and Symbols source book by Adele Nozadar. And I saw this in a video somewhere here on YouTube, and it looked pretty cool. And I'm interested in different symbols because if you're interested in different things, like Egyptology has a lot of symbolism, things like that. I thought it'd be rather interesting, and she was kind of flipping through it and kind of doing a little review. I think she was just referring of what was holding up her camera as she was filming. It was one of those things that just she randomly had there. I'm like, well, that's kind of neat. So I went to Amazon to see, what, see if I could find it and see how much. It was a lot of money. The used version was like $15, and I don't know if that included shipping and handling or not. So I'm like, well, I kind of dumped it in my wish list. Maybe it'll go down. Then I think I just gave up on it entirely. Then yesterday, which was my birthday, we went to Barnes & Noble. And I found it sitting there all by, well, it wasn't by itself, so I had a couple of brothers, but brand new for $15. So I spent my $20 budget that I had, but saved some money, and I am not disappointed. It is as awesome in my hands as it is, as it was perceived in that particular video. You name it, it's in here. Let's see. Well, it's a rude back. Here, I just landed on here because it is heavy. Why do Messianic temples have a black and white checkered floor? What is the difference between a pentacle and a pentagram? Why is the snail one of the most significant symbolic creatures in Mayan mathematics? The Signs and Symbols sourcebook is an A to Z treasure trove of facts, stories, hidden meanings of symbols from cultures around the world. Where does each symbol come from and what does it mean? Learn about the Native American hunting symbols, secret alphabets, and coded messages. Find out the true meanings of Indian mudras, the Messianic compass, the Eye of Horus, I can read it better than I can speak it, Caduceus, the medical wand, and hundreds of other ancient signs. Okay, I can't speak Latin. Loaded with over 1,000 lush images, this comprehensive sourcebook has everything you need to unlock the secrets of the symbols of our world. There's a couple of little nitpicky things that it's like, when you study certain things, you're like, oh, that's not quite entirely true, and how she refers to some things. But, there's the beginning here. And it's separated by section, so it's not like randomly, A to Z. You got, your introduction, signs and symbols of magic and mystery, world of hidden secrets, symbols in the elements, landscape, and the natural world. Then it's done by like flowers and animals and flowers of the underworld, which would be like gems and minerals, numbers, geometry, mathematical stuff, sacred sounds, then the human body, rites and rituals. That should be interesting. And the nature of the divine. So if you're wondering about any obscure symbol, Indiana Jones would love this. So I will flip to random number, and all the tarot is represented. Death, number 13. All the typical symbolism that we associate with death appeared in this card. Skeletal figures, scythe in hands, and all the words in bold are representative of other symbols in the book, like the head, the hand, the scythe, bones. Although the sight of this card in tarot spread can be alarming, it does not signify a physical death, but rather a change, an ending, or a new beginning. The death character is a harvester, an essential process that signifies a gathering of sustenance for the winter months ahead, also a way of clearing the ground for new crops to come. Death is an essential part of the cycle of life. The 13th card, therefore, symbolizes growth, reincarnation, and renewal. The continuance of the idea of initiation started by the Hanging Man. The skeleton itself symbolizes the inner part of ourselves that is rarely revealed. In order to make progress, sometimes that inner part needs to be examined closely and to understand its mechanisms. So that does go through like a lot of detail, even just for a little blurb. It covers like a lot of the good stuff. Here we've got the elements. Air. Imagination is the air of the mind. Which is true. This Philip James Bailey is a smart man. And it discusses the different elements. I am an air elemental, which is why I randomly babble. Then you've got the animals, the horse, the hippopotamus, there's plants, basil, barley, bamboo. And each section is done alphabetically, so the plants are A to Z, the animals are A to Z. And these are your pictures, so it's, you know, the graphics are simple, yet they're not boring in any way. Glastonbury Tour. It has the zodiac in here. Sacred sounds, sacred signs. This is the buddy. This is just a buttload of awesomeness and information. So yeah, when I saw it, you got the Hebrew alphabet. You want to know the actual truth behind the swastika before Hitler, you know, mangled the actual meaning. The question mark. Question mark. Let's find out. This sign is used every day, isn't it? Question mark. Therefore, it may not be thought of as a symbol of mystery, but that is just what it is. It resembles a sacred staff of augurs, the litus with 2 U's, that ended in a spiral. Kind of thinking of the stick that the Riddler has. Its component elements are the wave turned on its side. The wave is emblematic of the area between the spiritual and material worlds. That is, between what is a possibility and what exists in actual reality. The dot, or the bindhu, below, is synonymous with either the seed of potential or actual reality. The question mark is used to describe uncertainty or apprehension, but the element of the dot means that the symbol acts as a reminder that the person is asking a question has the possible answer within himself. So, little question mark has a lot of meaning now. So now, anytime you ask a verbal question, you just have to go. So, I mean, it's really, really interesting, and it's not, I don't want to say not boring. Well, it's not boring, but you could read it from page to page and not get bored, I would say. And there's so much information, but done in a small enough blurb that you can get the information, but there's a lot of information in that little blurb. So, oh, it is mine. Happy day to me. Okay, so I am very happy with this treat. And there's stuff that I've never even would think of as a symbol. I didn't know a ladybird was a real thing. Oh, I guess a ladybird is a bug. Oh, well, they call it a... Really? Really? Okay. They have ladybird. We up here in the Northeast call it a ladybug. It's a bug. Don't know what the lady part of it is, but why would you call this a ladybird? Are there feathers on this insect? It's a ladybug. Member of the beetle family. Ladybugs are cool, except the evil Satan ladybugs, which are kind of orange and they bite you. They're like mutant ladybugs. So yes, very much a 5-star. If you're interested in symbology for whatever reason, if you want to learn about the question mark and other punctuation, get this book. It must in a collection for, you know, if you're a Mason maybe, I don't care. This is interesting. You want to learn obscure information for no reason whatsoever? Get this book. And as you can tell, it has the Signs and Symbols source book, found as of yesterday at Barnes & Noble for the discounted price of $14.98. And yes, it is on Amazon, but I would actually suggest you actually go to the bookstore and save some money. Unless you can find it for free shipping. And it is quite heavy, so brace yourself. Thank you for watching. Do remember to comment, rate, share, and subscribe. There's always room for one more at the Strange and Exotic. See you next time, and happy reading!